Hey there, it's Brent Clayton from Recruitment.Australia.com, and what I want to walk you through today is one of the main reasons I think that people aren't getting jobs as firefighters in Australia or becoming successful when they in fact could if they knew the right thing. And at the end, I'll show you what we do to overcome this and where you can go to get more help. So the model I've come up with looks a bit like a ladder with approximately 6 rungs. And at the top, there's a trophy. Doesn't look much like a trophy, but that's what it is. And let's say that the trophy is the job. The firefighter, the job as a firefighter. So the first rung, if we called that the application, rightio, then the second rung might be testing, so like aptitude. They always run in slightly different orders, but these are the general ones. Then you'll have like some sort of profiling test, whether it's a work capacity or work safety test or a personality profiling, whatever they call it. The idea of it is to get a profile of how you're likely to behave and what your preferences are. You always have a physical or a PAT, we'll call it a PAT, physical aptitude test. Then we have an interview, and then there is the medical and police record and all that sort of stuff. So what I reckon happens a lot of the time is people, oh yeah, we got the application, got that nailed, no worries, that's really good. Get to the aptitude, boom boom, failed that. So we never get to have a go at the profiling, the PAT, the interview, the medical, or the job offer, right? So we need to look at strengthening up the weak spot there. So instead of it being a liability, it's a strength, and we can move through to the next thing. Now, if we strengthen up aptitude there, and that gives a go at profiling, which is something that we may or may not have been able to pass, but we never would have known if we had failed the aptitude test, all right? So if we get through the profiling and we fail that unexpectedly, as most people do, they think they're going to smash it and then they miss out, unfortunately. Then you're like, I reckon I would have smashed the physical aptitude test in the interview, but you're never going to have got the chance because you didn't strengthen up your profiling or even know what it was that they were looking for there. So let's say we're going to strengthen that up as well. So we've got some nice strong rounds going up. Now the physical aptitude test seems to be something that a lot of people are confident at, but I can tell you now I've seen a lot of big, fit, strong guys and women that have been confident and haven't taken the precaution and the foresight and done a bit of training to make sure that they're going to pass physical aptitude. Fail that one. And there's one guy in particular I remember, his name was Adrian. He would have smashed the interview. He's a silver tongue, he's really good at interviews. But he failed the physical aptitude test, and he's one of the fittest guys I know. And he's still not fiery now, and I put it down to that. And that alone. So if we take that out and we make sure that that's strong as well, then maybe not with a wiggly line like that, then we're going to get a job at the interview. And I reckon out of all the tests, the interview is up there with the aptitude test and the psychological profiling test that brings people undone. And what's sad about this one being wonky or missing to me is that it is the closest and also the furthest you'll ever be from getting a job as a firefighter. So this is when I take great pride in helping people to strengthen right up. 'Cause you might think you know what you're doing, but I'd hate to just wing it and go in there and go, oh yep, I'm really good and all that sort of stuff. And in actual fact, if you had done just a little bit of research and put in a little bit of effort, you would have got up to the medical and stormed home and got the prize up the top. Now, of course, we could always fail the medical as well, but this is something that I use with my one-on-one guys, that we just make sure of all these sort of things. So with the guys that I help, we make sure that we smash the application, we smash the aptitude test, we know what the sort of profile is that they're looking for, and even if we think we're pretty good at the PAT, we make sure that we're 100% on it. And if we're not, we use the minimum effective dose of training in the right spots to strengthen it right up. And again, with the interview, we left no stone left unturned, because why would we? Like, we get to the interview, it's like, we're this close now, let's put everything into it and get across the line. And the medical and checks and stuff like that, that's something we do right at the start, because what's the point of getting to the end and not being able to get that job when it's offered to you? So I hope you've got something out of this. If it is that you've identified, oh yeah, look, I could be weak in one of these points, just commit to fixing it up. Look, and if you need a hand, let us know and we'll point you in the right direction to help you out. So I hope this has been helpful a little bit, at least. I'm Brent Clayton. This is firerecruitmentaustralia.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.